We heard Richard Nixon say, "Welcome to the USA." The common sense I sometimes lack has opened up a seismic crack. We've fallen in and I can't pull back. And I guess we'll have to stay. In open arms we put our trust. They put us on a big red bus. Twin spirits soaking up a dream. Fuel to feed the press machine. After years that were long and lean, we're finally on our way. And Richard Nixon's on his knees. He sent so many overseas. He'd like to know if you and me could help him in some way. A little camouflage and glue to mask the evil that men do. A small diversion caused by two. Pale kids come to play. And we heard Richard Nixon say, "Welcome to the USA." Neither of us understood the way things tick in Hollywood. We just loaded in and grabbed the bat with little room to swing a cat. And pretty soon we were where it's at. Or so the papers say. And all around us suntan teens, beauty like we've never seen. Our heroes led us by the hand through Brian Wilson's promised land, where Disney's God and he commands both mice and men to stay. And Richard Nixon's on his knees. He sent so many overseas. He'd like to know if you and me could help him in some way. A little camouflage and glue to mask the evil that men do. A small diversion caused by two. Pale kids come to play. And we heard Richard Nixon say, "Welcome to the USA." In the bright red Porsche on Sunset, I saw Steve McQueen. I guess he's just about the coolest guy I've ever seen. And for you and me, that speeding car is how it's gonna be. I see no brakes, just open road, and lots of gasoline. Oh, we heard Richard Nixon say, "Welcome to the USA." The common sense I sometimes lack has opened up a seismic crack. We've fallen in and I can't pull back. Pale kids come to play. And we heard Richard Nixon say, "I gotta go, but you can stay." Pale kids come to play. And we heard Richard Nixon say, "I gotta go, but you can stay." It's just like Noah's Ark, there's two of every kind. Pretty girls and boys and drags walking a fine thin line, shaking hands and buzzing cheeks, licking their lips like they could eat me alive in a couple of weeks. Yeah, just like Noah's Ark. Italian promotion man chomping a big cigar, slapping backs and making cracks about the fact that the bar radio boss dipping his nose in a little white packet. You can put it out, son, and we'll all back it. Yeah, just like Noah's Ark. The waves start crashing around us, but we're ready for the flood. And we don't need a sign like an olive branch in the peak of the snow white dove. Well, now, dumb as we might look, you can't keep us in the dark. With me and you, it's 2 by 2. Just like Noah's Ark. These four walls seem like a cat and a cactus from San Francisco to Ohio. I've seen beauty and disaster, cocky young roosters, little chicks, flashing smiles, shaking them hips, trying to hook it up for the late night shift. Hey, and Noah's Ark. And the waves start crashing around us, and we're ready for the flood. And we don't need a sign like an olive branch in the peak of the snow white dove. We're not dumb as we might look, or locked up in the dark. We can sort out the snakes from the animals, just like Noah's Ark. The road as we saw it from the center of the stage, all access to the liars who claim they wrote a page. Oh, for every tiny dancer there's a dog that's had its day. The truth is never quite the same as what the papers say. Okay. And the waves are crashing around us, but we're ready for the flood. And we don't need a sign like an olive branch in the peak of the snow white dove. But as dumb as we might look, you can't keep us in the dark. Me and you, it's 2 by 2. Just like Noah's Ark.
it's a cowbell.
One more. Nostradamus said, I predict that the world will end at 6:30. What he didn't say was exactly when. Was he listening to the radio? Was he listening to the government? Well, it got us spooked anyway. We've been running hot up until today. The wind of change blew across our sails. We were coasting on a winning streak. We were kings until the power failed. We've been living in a tinderbox, and 2 sparks can set the whole thing off, rubbing up together around the clock. Lately we've been getting more roll than rock, you and me together in a tinderbox. Tinderbox, 2 sparks can set the whole thing off, rubbing up together around the clock. Lately we've been getting more roll than rock, you and me together in a tinderbox. Godzilla came in disguise, tore the building down right before our eyes, kept the needle out of the red balloon. Was he worried we might go too far? Maybe wind up rhyming moon and June. The sun descends down in Mexico, while a fancy car back on Savile Row shows the price of fame leads to overkill. Yeah, things are gonna have to change. Some holes along the road get filled. We've been living in a tinderbox, and 2 sparks can set the whole thing off, rubbing up together around the clock. Lately we've been getting more roll than rock, you and me together in a tinderbox. Tinderbox, 2 sparks can set the whole thing off, rubbing up together around the clock. Lately we've been getting more roll than rock, you and me together in a tinderbox. Rich is gonna cook us if we don't unlock it. Guns going up if we don't uncock it. We gotta climb out of the other one's pocket, or we're gonna burn out on this beautiful rocket. Tinderbox, 2 sparks can set the whole thing off, rubbing up together around the clock. Lately we've been getting more roll than rock, you and me together in a tinderbox. Tinderbox, 2 sparks can set the whole thing off, rubbing up together around the clock. Lately we've been getting more roll than rock, you and me together in a tinderbox. Ooh, the sun is up and the shades are all pulled down. I'm more paranoid with every little sound. Like the leaf blower blowing the leaves around. And a siren wailing on the other side of town. Oh, the TV's on and the colors really hurt my head. If I could think straight, I wish that I was dead. Or curled up naked in my lover's bed. Instead I'm hanging over here, suspended by a single thread. And I don't recall who said it at this time, that your enemies grow strong on what you leave behind. I built it up and the wolf he came around. He huffed and puffed, he huffed and puffed, he huffed and puffed, he huffed and puffed, and the house fell down. With the rolled up note, I'm hovering on that line. 3 days on a diet of cocaine and wine, and a little weed just to level me sometimes. I put the clock in the drawer, cause I canceled out the time. And still that saying gets inside my mind, that your enemies grow strong on what you leave behind. I built it up and the wolf he came around. He huffed and puffed, he huffed and puffed, he huffed and puffed, he huffed and puffed, and the house fell down. So don't knock on my door, don't try to call. I'm holed up in this room and talking to the wall. It's when you're high as this, you think you know it all. When you're this deep in, there's no place else to fall. I'm bottoming out. And I don't recall who said it at this time, that your enemies grow strong on what you leave behind. I built it up and the wolf he came around. He huffed and puffed, he huffed and puffed, he huffed and puffed, he huffed and puffed, and the house fell down. And still that saying gets inside my mind, that your enemies grow strong on what you leave behind. I built it up and the wolf he came around. He huffed and puffed, he huffed and puffed, he huffed and puffed, he huffed and puffed, and the house fell down. And the house fell down. He wasn't famous, but I sure did love him. I got his picture in a little frame. He lost his life to a big disease before it even had a name. But there's so many more, and I've lost count. The hows and whys aren't important now. All that matters is they came around and brightened up our lives. She was 21 with her life ahead, You don't need to know her name. She breathed her last on the cold stone floor of a Hollywood arcade. But fate's right hand isn't always just. Puts a lot of pressure on your faith and trust. She was just a little girl, ain't that enough to rage against the day? And how did we get so lucky? Targets on the rifle range. Who makes the call and who gets to choose? Who gets to win and who gets to lose? It's like we're rolling dice in the belly of the blues. And blues never fade away. Hey, hey, hey. Colors run when the rain falls, but blues never fade away. He shone so bright with a lust for life, like the sun king that he was. His passions hung upon his walls and were printed onto cloth. And for reasons I never understood about the choices made between the bad and good, I've tried to figure out why the pain never goes away. And how do we get so lucky? Targets on the rifle range. Who makes the call and who gets to choose? Who gets to win and who gets to lose? It's like we're rolling dice in the belly of the blues. And blues never fade away. Hey, hey, hey. Colors run when the rain falls, but blues never fade away. And there's marble markers and little white crosses along the beaten path, and I spread their ashes on the wind, and I miss John Lennon's life. And how did we get so lucky? Targets on the rifle range. Who makes the call and who gets to choose? Who gets to win? Who gets to lose? And how do we get so lucky? Targets on the rifle range. Who makes the call and who gets to choose? Who gets to win and who gets to lose? It's like rolling dice in the belly of the blues. And blues never fade away. Hey, 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 all the colors when the rain falls, and blues never fade away. Hey, how about this? A little conversation tonight. Thinking aloud how we struggle to find our place in the desert heights. Don't often do this. We never really get the chance. Nearly froze to death on Oxford Street. Now we're sitting in the south of France, talking through the evening. It's got to shoot the breeze. Just you and me on a balcony, and cicadas singing in the trees. Oh, 67, What a time it was. What a time of innocence. What a time we've lost. Raise a glass and have a laugh for two. Here's to old 67 and an older me and you. Sentimental twilight, conversing on those virgin days, laughing about how the two of us sound like a Tennessee Williams play. Honest, it's amazing that we can get together at all. But in between the saddle and the grand piano, we can read the writing on the wall. Talking through the evening, setting heads side by side, just you and me on a balcony. It's a little bit funny, that's the feeling inside. Oh, 67, what a time it was. What a time of innocence. What a time we've lost. Raise a glass and have a laugh or two. Here's to old 67 and an older me and you. What a time it was. What a time of innocence. What a time we've lost. Raise the glass and have a laugh or two. Here's to old 67 and an older me and you. Here's to old 67 and an older me and you. I've been out on this road, son, can't help feeling I've been showing my friends around. I've seen it growing from next to nothing into a giant, eating up your town. Call up the tea leaves and the taros as the gypsy watch you seized in the palm of her hands. Oh yeah. She saw a mountain and a wild deer running, a crazy kid becoming a better man. We stuck around for the fireworks, waiting to explode. Shipped out futures, you a tumbleweed, and me on a yellow brick road. Pleasing the people, some of the time, for better or for worse. An urban soul in a fine silk suit, and a heart out west in a Wrangler shirt. And you can't go back, and if you try it fails, looking up ahead, I see a rusty nail, a sign hanging from it, saying truth for sale. And that's what we did, no lies at all. tale about the captain and the kid. We've been missing at times in action. Can't imagine what it said it might do for you. Oh yeah. The devil got to come to the party sometimes, but he never got to wear our shoes. Oh, we conjured up what we created way back then when I was standing up in 6-inch heels. Now you're riding up into the sunset, and I'm still spinning like a Catherine wheel. But we stuck around for the battle, waiting for a plan to turn you into the brown dirt cowboy and me into a rocket man. It pleases the people some of the time, digging into our roots. But I got a brand new pair of shoes, and you're on a horse in no cowboy boots. And you can't go back, and if you try it fails. Looking up ahead, I see a rusty nail, a sign hanging from it, saying truth for sale. And that's what we did. No lies at all, just one more tale about the captain and the kid. No, you can't go back, and if you try, it fails. Looking up ahead, I see a rusty nail, the sign hanging from it, saying truth for sale. And that's what we did. No lies at all, just one more tale about the captain